I see. And they also, well, there are a lot of things on which they've shown to have the best vehicle. That, in my opinion, is the result of Jim Farley's sound judgment. His team's profitability is going to plummet like a stone. A dealership is useless if it cannot do basic maintenance like oil changes or repair a burst head gasket. We are now working on 4 cars, which make up the majority of the cars we handle, and each of those 4 is a completely unique design. Reversing course doesn't really work. In fact, the Kia Niro that we looked at is a great illustration. That vehicle is capable of ICE, HV, and EV driving. Essentially, you end up with something that doesn't work particularly well for any of them, but you can fit them all in. In this video, Sandy Munro extends an invitation for us to experience firsthand the wonders of Tesla's most recent innovations, from model comparisons to the groundbreaking octo-valve, a technological marvel that redefines performance and efficiency. With each new development, Tesla is rewriting the norms of automobile engineering. Come along as we examine the innovative technologies that have the potential to completely transform the automobile industry and learn the secrets behind Tesla's explosive rise. We'll learn how Tesla is pushing the envelope of what is possible and paving the way for a more sustainable future, from the slick design studios to the busy production lines. With Sandy Munro serving as our dependable guide, buckle up and enjoy this thrilling voyage into the center of invention. The transportation of the future is going to happen right in front of our eyes. Please show your support by liking this video and subscribing to Tesla Stock News before we go any further. Now that we have covered that, let's begin the video. Something that may surprise you is this industry insider Sandy Munro has learned some shocking facts regarding Tesla. You did really hear correctly. Due to Sandy Munro's extensive testing, there are differences between what Tesla promises and what they actually deliver. According to Sandy Munro, spectrometer measurements have demonstrated that what Tesla claims is standard is actually the best available. Consider contrasting the Tesla Model 3 with Model Y, for example. Following Sandy Munro's thorough investigation, Tesla received more than 250 recommendations for simplifying its products and cutting costs. Some of the problems were patently visible, such as the too complicated rear end of the Model 3, which Sandy Munro found to contain more than 100 parts and functions that weren't essential. It seemed obvious to reduce it to one component, as Sandy Munro suggested, and there was the trunk. Bucket. A heavy contraption Sandy Munro pointed out could be readily swapped out for a straightforward plastic case. As it happened, the Model Y had very few fasteners, a few brackets, and just 2 massive castings when it was released. They also included suspension positions, spring mounts, and shock mounting in the casting process. It was a breeze to assemble. As Sandy Munro explained, just chuck the parts in and you're done. Furthermore, Tesla's engineers incorporated extra features like shock mounts, spring mounts, and suspension positions straight in the casting process in response to Sandy Munro's suggestions. This creative method simplifies assembly even further, giving industrial workers an easy time with the entire procedure. According to Sandy Munro, the outcome is an assembly team's dream come true, a plug-and-play system where components slot together with ease and need the least amount of time and work. This smooth component integration demonstrates Tesla's dedication to ongoing development and highlights the company's capacity to convert user feedback into observable design improvements. As Sandy Munro points out, this kind of quick feedback implementation is not common in the auto industry. Changes usually necessitate protracted bureaucratic procedures, but Tesla moved quickly. As Sandy Munro points out, this kind of quick adaptation is practically unheard of and might cause problems for other businesses. Experience has shown Sandy Munro that such abrupt shifts are uncommon. While he was at Ford, he frequently encountered bureaucratic roadblocks and opposition to his reform proposals. However, as Sandy Munro points out, Tesla's responsiveness is a breath of new air. It's evidence of their dedication to innovation and client feedback, and believe me, that's uncommon in the auto industry. While relating his experiences, Sandy Munro discovered that by fiddling with a Coase cable, he could get to his computer's finance page. He was able to track and redistribute project money that were left over as a result. Despite the fact that his idea resulted in the plant buying new machinery, management wasn't pleased with it, and it might have cost him his job. Another time, Sandy ran into problems with Cleveland cylinder head bolts while she was employed in the engine section. In order to expedite the procedure, minimize manual work, and guarantee automatic bolt insertion, he suggested a feeding system. But finding the right pieces proved to be difficult. Not to be deterred, Sandy took matters into his own hands, buying replacement parts and assembling the system from parts donated by the community. Sandy encountered resistance from conventional business structures in spite of the effectiveness of his solutions. Elon Musk applauds this kind of creativity, but Sandy points out that large. Automakers are frequently reluctant to adopt novel strategies, preferring to follow strict guidelines. In light of his own business, Sandy emphasizes how critical it is to promote an innovative culture. A large number of his initial recruits were people who had been fired by previous organizations due to their nonconformist methods. Munro's success has been largely attributed to his willingness to question conventions. Shifting gears to a more technical conversation, Sandy explores the inner workings of the octovalve, one of Tesla's most inventive parts. At the vanguard of Tesla's endeavors to maximize energy efficiency and improve vehicle performance is this complex engineering component. The octovalve is composed of 4 main parts, each of which is carefully designed to perform particular tasks in the vehicle's heat management system. Because of his experience, Sandy is able to analyze these parts and give a thorough explanation of how they fit into the overall design of Tesla. According to Sandy, the operation of the octovalve is heavily dependent on the parts that surround it, especially the electric pumps that supply the system's electricity. Tesla attained a degree of efficiency that is essential for optimizing the vehicle's range by synchronizing the operation of these pumps with the complex processes of the octovalve. The octovalve's seamless regulation of heating and cooling functions is a fundamental aspect of its design. This adaptability is essential for electric vehicles since maintaining ideal battery performance and extending battery life depend heavily on temperature management. The octovalve extends the lifespan and overall efficiency of Tesla's electric vehicles by effectively controlling heat exchange operations. Furthermore, Tesla's comprehensive approach to engineering where mechanical and electrical components are flawlessly linked to ensure optimal performance is highlighted by Sandy's investigation of the octovalve. Tesla's dedication to expanding the frontiers of automotive innovation and reimagining the potential of electric car technology is reflected in this multidisciplinary approach. With cutting-edge imaging methods, including CT and X-ray imaging, Sandy offers unmatched insight into the complex construction and operation of the octovalve. With unprecedented precision, Tesla engineers can now examine, analyze the internal workings of the component thanks to these state-of-the-art technologies, enabling ongoing optimization and refinement. Tesla has created a groundbreaking thermal management system that raises the bar for performance and efficiency in the automobile sector by fusing electrical know-how with mechanical creativity. The octovalve is proof of Tesla's steadfast dedication to advancing technology and reshaping the transportation industry as it continues to push the envelope of innovation. Sandy highlights the substantial energy savings offered by the octovalve by contrasting it with conventional PDC heaters found in other automobiles. He compares this to the Jaguar I-Pace, which has a heat pump but is less effective and takes up less room than the Jaguar. Sandy claims that the octovalve is a more streamlined and integrated solution than the I-Pace, and it performs better as well as taking up a lot less room. Sandy draws attention to how much better Tesla's wiring harnesses are designed than those of other automakers, particularly when it comes to managing high voltage lines. Sandy is concerned about the lack of interest from North American automakers in his findings, despite the obvious benefits, although interest has been expressed by Japanese, Korean, Chinese, and even some European companies. Sandy is concerned about this discrepancy because American manufacturers such as Ford or GM have not responded, despite encouraging comments from Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, Nissan, and other companies. He finds this tendency perplexing and concerning for the direction of innovation in the North American car sector. It is a really well-reasoned answer that makes perfect sense, so much so that it attracts further investors for Tesla. It instills optimism and confidence in the business. But who else is as optimistic about Tesla as you are? That would be Seeking Alpha, our sponsor for today. It's not enough to merely watch Tesla's phenomenal rise from the sidelines. Seeking Alpha is the one-stop shop for Tesla bulls and investors who have an eye for the next big thing in the stock market. It provides the most recent information on Elon Musk, Tesla innovation, and target prices for Tesla shares. The greatest online source for pro-Tesla news is Seeking Alpha. So avoid the conventional media's negativity toward the car. Our channel might receive a commission if you click on the affiliate links in the description and make a purchase. I appreciate your help. Analyzing the nuances of Tesla's inventions, Sandy Munro emphasizes how these developments set Tesla up for future expansion. The octovalve's small size and effective design improve the car's performance while also increasing its range, which is essential for making it appealing to a wider variety of consumers. Tesla's heating solutions have raised the bar for efficiency and space usage, beating even competitors like the Jaguar I-Pace. This not only confirms Tesla's leadership role,